Hello, and here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Wampsville, New York here. And before I continue plowing our fields together here, I think we need to get the lavender off the field here. That is that lovely purple crop in front of us here. Now, I personally have never seen harvested, done anything with lavender before one, so yeah, we're going to be doing that here at this episode, and apparently in order to harvest lavender, we have to chop it. Now, don't really have a chopper yet, so we're going to address that here at this episode. Once the game stops hiccuping, I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, so yes, let's visit the shop, Evan. Do a little shopping here for starters. Kind of figure I'm going to go, the John Deere here. I figured, now there's a modded and a... Wonder what the difference is here. I forgot about that. There is a modded one, huh? We got the in-game one. We'll take a quick look at the in-game one here. I figured 9,700. That's plenty big for what we're doing. Pipe standard. Yep. Okay. What's the modded one got? 9,700 tint. Oh, we can add tint. Well, we don't really care about tint. Really, nothing else option-wise, is there? Okay. Is this American versus European? So this be European model here, and this would be an American model. So at the very least, we're definitely going to go with the modded one here then, I think. Don't think we're probably going to change anything else. Front twins, I mean, we could go front twins, I suppose, because, you know what, why not? Tint, no. Numbers, no. Pipe, long pipe. Doesn't change it much. We'll just go standard. That should be fine. If we feel like we need to change it, we can. And then we are going to finance that for 1 year, $43,000 a month. I mean, sure, we could probably afford that. No idea how, but maybe we can afford that. We'll see once here. I guess one thing to keep in mind, I don't have any income coming in here at the moment, so did that buy? Okay, apparently it's doing something, everyone. I'm not sure what we are locked up here again. Oh, there we go. Okay, that took a minute. Slightly concerning. Oh, and you know what? We should probably get a head for this. A header would probably be a good idea. Well, let's go back here. And, well, let's do the combinations on this one. Is there a difference? Oh, we got all kinds of different heads to choose from here. Okay. We got a 345, a 360, 375, and 390. I presume they just probably go up in width, 4.5, 6, 7.5, and 9 meters. Well, the 6 meter here doesn't look too bad if you ask me. 508. Oh, actually, you know what? How much horsepower do we have on ours? Probably should check that here. It's 970 has 770 horsepower. So we could run the 375 if we wanted to. I guess that's not a terrible width. I was thinking maybe going with a 360, but sure, we'll go with that size. Yeah, we don't have enough horsepower for that head. No horsepower requirement on that head, apparently. And I'm not sure. Comfort wheel support, no idea. Oh, for road travel. Yeah, we don't need that. Ooh, we need silage additive. You can increase your yield. Might need some of that. We'll put that on the old finance plan, too, because, another $9,000 a month. Why not? What could go wrong? And we'll grab some silage additive as well. Okay. Oh, and before I forget, Evan, that does remind me, we do need a trailer. I'm pretty sure I sold our other trailer here. Otherwise, we probably could have used that. But, yeah, hindsight being 2020. Let me check here a minute. Yeah, that trailer order, and actually, technically, it's a flatbed. We could probably just as well sell that. I don't foresee us probably using that. Okay, unless I missed it, I did not see another trailer, so yeah, trailer is going to be needed here. And again, I think I mentioned this, unfortunately, I don't believe I have any good silage wagons here, American-style silage wagons, that is, so we're going to have to go with the European rubbish here. I don't know, maybe just pick up that Flegel again. That is what we previously had on the map here. Anything else like cheaper that would be just as good? It doesn't look like it. Because we do want a decent capacity one here. I'm assuming we're going to get a decent amount of silage out of this, I would assume anyway. 29. Okay, this one holds 30 to 46. Okay. Yeah, we'll just stick with a Flegel, I guess. Nope, we don't need manure spreaders. Does say it holds more, and does the manure spreader hold more? Oh, it holds less. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Also, interesting configuration option. I mean, like, it's a trailer, but then we can also make this into a manure spreader as well. That's a weird looking, what the heck? Okay, I don't know about you folks. I don't think I've ever seen a manure spreader look like that before. Okay, the beaters on the back, yes, but anyway. That is not what we want. How much is this? 52,000. We'll, you know what? We'll just finance that too. Because, you know, why not? And we do have a hitch, so we could potentially just pull this behind the chopper. Might be easier for now. Especially, I mean, we only have one trailer, everyone. And at least at the moment, I don't foresee us picking up a second trailer, at least not with the money we have at the moment. Plus, we only got the one field. Like, there's nothing else to chop yet, so... Ooh, this was the right head, right? I think so. Double check, make sure we don't need, like, the mowing head. Let me check that a minute. That was the correct head. I just happened to think of that, everyone. Because obviously, for some of these, there is a mowing head option. Let's see, you do support lavender... I think the lavender was at that one. Okay, I gotta go look at the symbol for lavender here a minute now. Which one's lavender again? That is that one, yes. Okay, so I think we got the right head. Although, to me, I'm looking at the crop here. Looks like a mowing style head would probably be more appropriate, but hey, whatever. Let's head out to the field and chop some lavender here. Exactly what does one do with lavender anyway? I don't know. I guess we're going to chop it into silage here. Apparently, that is what we're going to do with it. And compared to most of the rest of the equipment we got on the farm here, John Deere 9700, yeah, that's definitely a big piece of machinery here on this farm. You know, given the fact that we're trying to run around with, you know, like John Deere, you know, 4755, stuff like that. Unfortunately, again, as I mentioned before, we don't really have a good older chopper option. Let's get some steering assist going here. Ooh. Yeah, I plowed the fields together, so I bet I made a bit of a mess of this, haven't I? Good to know. Well, unfold pipe. Okay. Fine. Oh, that was it. Where's my steering line? There it is. Now, I'm guessing, everyone, that the lavender here probably regrows. Obviously, Evan, I am working on plowing this entire field under, so it is not going to regrow here this time, unfortunately, but we will probably look at maybe planting another field of it here. We'll see once. I'm not sure where yet, but just looks like a pixelated goodness going in here, doesn't it, Evan? Is that just me, or just looks like for those of you who remember your old TVs, your old TVs, and you get a channel that doesn't come in, and you just get that pixelated nonsense? That's what that kind of reminds me of. Well, we definitely seem to be filling up fairly quickly here. I'm gonna change this setting here a minute. There we go. Once we're done here, then obviously we'll get all these fields plowed together. Probably won't put lavender back on this field here, because this will be a fairly good sized field once we're done plowing it together, but we do have field 2 and 1 here. Wouldn't mind picking up some other fields here as well. We'll have to see once. We got, you know, field 3 here, be kind of nice. Field 5 even kind of nice. Field 7. How much are we looking at here? Value, 26,000? Cheap. 27,000. Yeah, I think maybe not work on it here this episode, but I'm definitely thinking we'll be picking up some more fields here. I think it's actually doing grass here too. I could be wrong, Evan, but I'm pretty sure it's picking up the grass here with this head. Oh, okay, so it's not really maybe picking it up, but it's definitely mowing it down. I wonder if we didn't have the lavender in here, if it would actually chop it. Because we got lavender in there, it's not letting us do the grass. Or maybe that just mows the grass down and destroys it. I don't know. Back in the day, in the old days of Farming Simulator, where you just take your chopper and just go around all the grassy strips around fields, right? Personally, I didn't do a whole lot of that myself. I usually kind of tended to stay away from that. Or the other option, obviously, if you didn't chop it, you'd also mow it as well. You know, put a mower in the front of the tractor, put a pickup wagon on the back of the tractor, and you just drive around all the fields, you know, mowing and picking up all the grass you can, right? Again, personally myself, I didn't care for that too much, so didn't usually do a whole lot of that myself, but definitely seen a lot of other people do that, and that's definitely one of the options back today. And you can't do that anymore, unfortunately, here in Farming Simulator 25, or even, when did they change? I think it was Farming Simulator 19 they changed that, I'd like to say. One where, you know, you pretty much have to own those areas now to do it. You can't just go on, like, mow random grassy areas anymore. You now actually have to own that grassy area. You know, the areas between the fields are now part of properties, right? Surprised the old steering assist actually came up with a GPS line and steering lines here for this field. I mean, like, wow. I mean, you folks see what I did to this field. It's definitely a bit of a mess at the moment, I would say. 72%, huh? Wow. I wonder if that is that tire supposed to be up like that, or is it just the hitch on this chopper is too high? Oh, there it is rolling. And then now it's not. Okay, headland is finished. Now we'll start going up and down the field. And like most of the narrow fields, Evan, usually we can finish these within an episode. Hopefully that'll be the case here as well. Maybe even if it is the case, get to work on some other stuff here on the farm as well. We're looking at, what, 95, 98% yield? Not bad. I believe we went through and fertilized and limed, or did we? Might not have limed it. Might not have limed it. I know we fertilized, at least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no lime. Okay. So no lime, but we did fertilize. So, yep, there's fertilizer on the field there. I don't know if it would have let us lime if we would have tried it, but a lot of times once the crops are planted on the field, you can't go back and lime it after the fact, I've noticed. So, and again, I don't know. Like I said, didn't try, obviously, in this case, Evan, so maybe it would have. Maybe it wouldn't have. Or maybe it would have. Don't know. Come on. There we go. Say we want the other line. And kind of as we talked about here at last episode, choppers here tend to be some of the more higher horsepower equipment on the farm here. You know, we're looking at, what, 770 horsepower here on this chopper, the 9700. I mean, most of your tractors aren't even that much horsepower here yet. Now, you can get tractors that high now, of course, but yeah, like I said, most of your normal tractors, you know, they're in the 600 horsepower, you know, topping out. But yeah, choppers, you know, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,200 horsepower. A lot of horsepower on these choppers. We are almost full, and I don't think it'll stop us when we are full. Nope. Yeah, it just keeps on chopping, so gotta make sure we pay attention to that and stop. And we're just gonna run this down to the silage pit here ourselves, or silage building, I guess, technically, right? And hopefully this building actually takes this here, by the way. If it does not, I'm not sure. Well, actually, speaking of which, actually, that's a good question. Do we sell this, or do we put it in the fermenter? I guess we're gonna find out. We are going to find out. I'm just assuming, you know, you chop it, usually it turns into silage, right? Let's see if that's actually the case with this here or not. Okay, before we dump this in here, I do want to check. What do we have? Ooh, I'm thinking not, because clover, alfalfa, and grass. Those are your inputs. So there's no lavender as far as inputs. So lavender, you must be able to sell it then, right? Yeah, time-saving stock check's not going to help in this case. It's not in storage. So lavender. Where or what would we do with lavender? Probably should see if we can put it in a storage somewhere. Which, by the way, pointed this out here last episode, Evan. I thought here on the farmyard I was putting stuff in storage. I didn't even pay attention to this, Evan. Yeah, didn't notice it here until last episode. So, you know, over here, Evan, we have silos, right? I just assumed, Evan, that these silos here were for storage. Well, no, they are not, Evan. They are for selling. So I don't know if we actually even have any sort of storage on the farm. It doesn't look like it. I could be wrong, Evan, but I guess let's find out. See if this place will take lavender. But yeah, so all the crops I thought I was putting in storage, Evan. Yeah, no, they're obviously not in storage. They are sold. That's why our time-saving stock check isn't showing anything either, because, well, again, the crops I thought I was putting in storage, Evan, at the silos here. Which, I mean, you know, I think it's a pretty honest mistake, right, Evan? You look at this here. We got our farmyard, right? Silos over here. Ooh, this does not take lavender. Okay. So where are we going to... Wait, where'd my there's my lavender. Lizard Ink Sell All. I guess we got to go to the Lizard Ink Sell All. What's the price here? $4.11. Okay, so it's not much different, is it? I think that was the place way out here, wasn't it? Yep. Wow. So we got to go all the way down there for that. And that, and we only got one trailer too, don't we? That kind of sucks, that one. Maybe we won't plant lavender again. We'll have to see once here. Well, about the only thing we could do. You're going to have him go deliver it. I mean, I guess I could drive down there myself too, but we will just have we'll have the chopper do it. Create a job. Deliver. See if we find the Lizard Ink Sell All. That is the one. Yes. Start job. Oh, and I have turned off traffic, by the way, Evan, so we should have hopefully a much better time of the chopper, especially the chopper, in this case, being a little bit wider than probably the tractor we had, making it actually down there, hopefully in one piece without getting into traffic. Obviously, we had a lot of troubles with that here last episode, and I forget what, I don't remember what we were taking down there here last episode of them, but yeah, the tractor kept getting in traffic. So yes, between episodes, I haven't turned the traffic off, which, by the way, don't know why I didn't notice this, Evan, right on the settings page here. I think the reason is I was trying to look like down here for it. I didn't realize it's right at the top. Traffic. Like, oh, it's right up there. Okay. I wasn't looking for it up there. Okay, we'll leave the hired worker to do that then. Let's go back to what I was talking about earlier. Maybe look at picking up some more fields here. And if we do pick up fields, which ones would be good ones? Field 7 looks like a nice, decent sized. $57,000. We'll go ahead and buy that. And then, I don't know, field 6. Unless we plow field 6 with 2 of them, I don't think there's a reason to... no. I don't think I want that field. Field 3, though, we'll buy that one. And then field 5 doesn't look too bad either. In the future, if we ever pick up field 4, 5, and 4, would definitely be a good Actually, all these fields would be... Okay, 1 through 7... No, 1 through 6. Yeah, 1 through 6, plow them all together, to be honest. That is exactly what would happen, right? We even have, it's just all grass over here, so... Old grassy section here. No idea. As I keep saying before, everyone, ain't no farmer just leaving a large grassy section like that. That is getting plowed under and turned into a field. Unless there's something majorly wrong with that land there. Okay, anyway, speaking of land here, what do we have on our new fields? Looks like a whole lot of nothing and withered. Okay, so... Great. Should have expected as much. Needs plowing? Hard to say. Map doesn't want to update. Cool. Try that again. Hey, there we go. Yeah, both need to be plowed. Okay, speaking of plowing, we might as well just get you right onto the plowing job here. Don't think I quite want to start plowing here yet, so we need to get the rest of the lavender off. And hopefully, by the way, speaking of lavender, the chopper should drive. Well, he's probably gonna drive back over to the farmyard there. Probably should have started him over here, then he would have driven right back to the field, but... Okay, got that hired worker on that. We should have a spreader around here somewhere. Looks like it is in the shed. I will grab that with this tractor then. We don't really need the gravity wagons right at the minute, so... Drop those off there. Haven't even put the old Massey Ferguson 4840 to work here yet. Okay, and seeing as how the plow is on that field, we'll just go over to field 3. We'll start on field 3. Which is it? This is part of field 3 here, I think, isn't it? Or do I want to plow some more onto field 3? That's a good question, Evan. Maybe I'll go over to 7 first while I think about that. Because, field 3, let's be honest, Evan, why would you not plow that? Why wouldn't you? Again, going back to the example I like to use, Evan. Knowing the farmers, at least the ones that live around where I live, they'd be about 1 row off the back of this building. That's where they would be. Okay, how does one... Is that the field right in front of us? Yes, it is. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, how do we get to that one? Wasn't sure if I had to go around the other way or this way. Oh, and what are the chances our tram lines actually line up with our spreader? Oh, this is actually solid fertilizer. You know what? We need lime. I just realized that. I thought I had lime in this thing. Apparently not. Have we not done any lime yet? You know what? Maybe we have not. In which case, how much does this spreader cost? Because just having a second spreader just for lime, maybe a little bit unnecessary, but kind of nice. You don't have to sit here unloading these things all the time. And I don't think this was too expensive. Oh, that's manure spreaders. Fertilizer spreaders. There we go. 15,000. I don't know, for 15,000. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll just stick with the one we got, I guess. Did I got... Oh, yeah, this is the 800, too, isn't it? I could get a 600, I suppose, for fertilizer. Well, fertilizer don't usually need quite as much, right? Keep the 800 here for lime. For now, though, I'll go ahead and unload it. Again, as I said before, that's kind of the annoying thing here. Real life, you would typically just try to completely... unload your fertilizer, spread around the field, right? Or whatever's in it. Try to just spread it out on the field so it's empty, and then you can switch products. But unfortunately with Farming Simulator here, and I guess if you got the field calculator mod, which really, I don't know if that's even going to help you a whole lot, to be honest. You really don't know how much you're going to need for a field. Not enough space to unload. Why is that? It's got to be the... There's no lime here? I mean, there's no lime. Wait a minute. Does this not do lime? No. I just assumed it did. Nah, it does too. It does lime. Okay. I'm completely out of oh, that's why. They did not unload all the fertilizer. Aha. There's your problem. Yeah, just push the unload button, assume it unloaded all of it. Nope. Why would it? Also, is that a paper airplane down here? Probably a Chinese drone. Oh, I can collect it. Oh, 10. Oh, okay. Did not realize that. There you go, $10,000 for a paper airplane. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got lime. And then while that's filling up, let's see what's here. What, looks like grains and root crops is what it says. Liquids. So does it not take lavender? Wasn't this was the one where it said to sell lavender to, did it not? Double check, I'm in the right spot. The Lizard Inc. sell all. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be selling lavender, everyone. Another sell point. What is this? Oh, seen something here. Start? No, I don't want to start filling. What would it fill with anyway? If I want to know. Sell wood. Nope, don't have any wood yet. Probably won't either, to be honest. Well, Evan, that does not seem to take lime, unless I'm missing something. Or lavender, I mean. We buy almost everything. Aha. Almost everything. Keywords. Well, does this guy have anything to say?
Hey there, be sure to open the grate cover to unload wood, pallets, bales, or liquids. For wood, you will need to exit the...
Yeah, for wood, nope.
Thank you for visiting Lizard Incorporated, where if it has a price tag in the commodity list, we'll buy it. Unfortunately, you are more than likely using a mod that the modder either did not set up correctly or may have intentionally set up, so the product can only be sold at their sell station.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice that they actually have that in there.
Where if it has a price tag in the commodity list, we'll buy it. Hey there, be sure to open the grate cover before trying to unload trailers that require the auger and bin. I am not sweeping up...
So maybe we have to open up the, grate? I just want to open up the grate. You know, maybe if I would have listened to what he said, maybe you probably would have said something, right?
Thank you for visiting. Hey there, be sure...
Yeah, be sure to open... Okay, well, how do you open the grate cover?
To unload wood, for wood you will... Thank you for visiting Lizard Incorporated, where if it has a price tag in the commodity...
Or does it just automatically open when you have a correct crop? Oh, okay. It does open, just it doesn't... I just assumed it would pop up in the help there, but nope, it does not. Just gotta go over it, and it does open. Okay. R to open. Well, let's try this one more time, Evan. Maybe this does take lavender now. Now that we actually have it open. Good to know. I was gonna be a little bit careful getting in here from the looks of it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about our dual chopper here being Hey, there we go. There we go. It does take lavender. Whoa, that is unload animation. Okay, there we go, everyone. Figured it out. It took a few minutes, but we got it figured out, I think. Harvest income. Whoa, $1,100. Whoa. Oh, no, it'd be 11,000. I'm sorry, not 1,100. That's actually 11,000. Museum. Okay, well, we might have to check that out here because it is unfortunately time to wrap it up here this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. And till next time.